everyone. This is Live Life Well TV host Robert Landau with another episode of Health and Wellness Tips. I'm going to talk to you about something that's very emotional, or could be very emotional. It's something that we can choose to make very emotional, and maybe we don't necessarily have to make it very emotional. And this is what I'm talking about: anger. When somebody presses your buttons, how do you choose to respond? And they could kind of know how to get your anger flowing, right? It could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a staff member, it could be something that you see on TV, it could be a number of things. Here's how to best manage anger. And this is what really works for me. We're humans. We're very emotional people. That's kind of how we were built, right? But I want you to consider the possibility that you have more control over your emotions and how you react to outside stimuli than you often give yourself credit for. So, somebody says to me something that's very hurtful, right? I don't know what that would be. I'm just going to make up a situation where I gave a presentation yesterday because I'm a motivational speaker, and somebody today calls me on the phone and says, you know, Mr. Landau, somebody gave me your phone number. I was in the audience yesterday, and I really don't appreciate what you said. You're full of it. Where do you get your facts from? How could you say something like that to an audience of people? You are irresponsible, nasty, and you should not be a speaker. So, I'm from New York City. We are programmed, we have it in our DNA to give back double what somebody shovels out and gives to us. But you know what I've learned? It's not good to do that. You only end up making yourself angry if you give anger in return to something that's been presented to you in the form of anger. So, how do you temper that? How do you manage that reaction so you don't become angry? So in the scenario that I just presented to you, where that angry person was calling me the day after a presentation, never happened, thank God, but let's just say it did. With what I want to share with you right now, here's how I would handle it. Because really, I've got two choices. I can be very New York, or just very reactionary and defensive and say to them, you know what? First of all, I don't know how you got your number. Second of all, who do you think you are? I don't even know you. And third of all, mind your own business. If you don't like it, just lump it. I can give them back the same type of energy they were trying to give to me. But trying is the operative word there. Do you allow their negative energy into you and affect you so that you can become it? Or the other way to manage this would be, in my scenario, this way. Well, sir, I'm sorry you feel that way about my presentation yesterday. I want you to know that I'm a good person and that was not my intent. And that I hope at least some people got something good from the presentation. But let me apologize to you for appearing to be, to you, something that I'm not. And you know what? Thanks for your call, because I appreciate feedback, whether it's positive or negative. So you see, which one of the two responses is the better way to handle it? So ego aside, I gave the guy a very positive response in return. That's so much better, and it's not that difficult to do. And even if they are still angry, in return, you know what? Always remember this. That's them. It's not you. You don't have to give back what somebody gives to you, particularly if it's a negative emotion like anger. Be a lighthouse in the center of that storm. Choose, because it's a choice, not to let that stuff get to you so you react externally and, even more important, internally with anger. Anger is a choice. It's a choice that you can make each and every day in the face of anger that you might experience on the outside of you. That doesn't mean it has to be on the inside of you, and only you can invite something like that in. Don't. Make the choice not to. When you feel yourself starting to get angry, that's okay. It's an acknowledgement. It's a natural reaction. Like I said, we're humans, we go there. But then we have a choice. Do we vibe, riff on that emotion to where it really starts to build within us and we really feel terrible? Or do we just say to ourselves, okay, I'm starting to get angry based on what I heard or saw on the outside of me, but right here, right now, I'm going to make the choice not to go there. I'm just not going to go there. I'm going to distract myself in a positive way with something else. I'm going to get up out of this chair and I'm going to go watch TV. Or I'm going to go outside and speak to another resident. Or I'm going to call a friend. Or I'm going to listen to some music. Whatever it takes to get you out of that space so you don't have to dwell on it and become angry. Make sense? So I guess what I'm getting at here in closing is that you have more choice as to how you react to outside stimuli than you often realize. When people come at you with anger, when you see or might even be a part of a situation that has the energy of anger in it, number one, acknowledge it. Number two, choose not to swim in those waters. Do whatever you can to get yourself up and out of that emotion and energy, and you can do it. You've done it before, just do it again. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be okay when people come at you with negativity or situations on TV or whatever the story might be of a negative nature. That's life, right? But you don't have to become that energy. You are so much more, and you are so much better than that. Know it, feel it, be it. Thanks for your time today. Don't forget to check out all the other wonderful programs we have here for you on Live Life Well TV. And with that said, this is Robert Landau, Live Life Well TV host.